Okay, so in the previous video we looked at VLOOKUP, which stands for vertical lookup, right? So that's when we have a vertical type table like this one. But what if we have a horizontal table like this, right? Where we have rows. We're interested in the row headings, right? So we have a row of name, row of employee number, and a row of PPS numbers. So we have a bonus report here, and we want to insert the ID number and the PPS number. In order to do that, we have to look across a row. So we're looking horizontally. So in that case, we use HLOOKUP. Now HLOOKUP is not used as often as VLOOKUP, but we still need to know how to use it, and it's practically the same. So in here we go is equal to HLOOKUP, open a bracket. What are we looking up? We're looking up the employee name, right? Comma. Where are we looking? Right, we're going to look into our employee numbers. So this entire table here. Okay. And what do we want to return? So we want to return the value from row 2. Right, the employee number. So for Benson we're going to return H104. So we'll type 2 here, comma. And do we want an approximate match or an exact match? We want an exact match, so we can double click here and then close our brackets. We get H104. And we have an error. Right, we probably need to make our value table absolute, right? Because we see it's increasing A3, so we want to keep this A2 to V4 value absolute. So we will just apply F4. Okay, F4. So bear in mind the advantage of naming a table, right? It saves you the hassle of having to apply absolute referencing. Now my computer is a bit slow. Right, so now I fill up using the fill handle, right, and I get my employee numbers, my ID numbers for each employee. Right, so you need to do now the same for the PPS numbers in there. Right, so we can go is equal to HLOOKUP, open bracket. What am I looking up? This value. Where am I looking? In here, my horizontal table. Right, make that absolute. What row do I want to return? So I want to return row 3. And I want an exact match. Alright, so use my fill handle. So I get their PPS numbers. So now in here I can use VLOOKUP to find what type of a bonus our employees are going to get. Right, so we need to look at how many years they've served, and from that we're going to say what kind of standard bonus they will get. Right, so we use VLOOKUP in this instance because it's a vertical table. Open bracket. We want to check completed years with company, this value. That's what we're looking for. Where are we looking? In our vertical table. Make that absolute. So for the bonus we want to return row 1. And what do we want? An approximate match or an exact match? I think we're going to have to go with approximate match here, right? Because we have 1, 3, 5, 7, right? yeah, we're gonna have to go with an approximate match. Close the bracket, enter. Right, so $13 for 13 years service. I've entered the wrong column number, right? So you can see here number 1 was entered, right? So 1 is going to return the years, so I need to enter column 2 here. That was my mistake. Right, good to see. Mistake, that's how you learn. Right, so for 13 years I get a $1,000 bonus. Perfect. And then I can use my fill handle. Right, so now you can do the same for award using VLOOKUP.